In the beginning, the ethereal sun and the mystical moon watched over the earth together. Because they loved each other so much, they never parted ways. Because of this, the setting on the earth was like that of a solar or lunar eclipse. It was never too hot or too cold on earth. There was always a gentle breeze that made everything peaceful and tranquil, thanks to the sun's friend, the wind. The wind never liked the sun and moon's relationship. It always listened underneath where they talked. It grew steadily jealous of the sun and moon's relationship. The wind wanted the sun to itself, and it would do anything to separate the moon from the sun. One day, the wind created a deadly column of air that destroyed part of the earth, called a tornado. The wind blamed the moon for creating the tornado. When the sun found out about this, it was so flared up with anger that it smacked the moon with its solar flares and created craters on the moon from the hot spots. The moon knew that it did not do anything, and it felt betrayed and upset at the sun. Because the sun attacked the moon decided to wreak havoc on the earth, which the sun held dearly. It created tsunamis to destroy the landscape. The moon and the sun became furious at each other. The sun created earthquakes to get under the moon's crust. It destroyed the places on the earth that the moon loved. Millenniums went by of disaster after disaster due to this constant battle. The earth was shaped by these many disasters. The land split apart from the earthquakes, and the continents were shaped by the weathering from the earthquakes, tornadoes, and tsunamis. The sun and the moon never would have guessed that the wind was behind it the entire time. They went many millions of years without ceasing their rage at each other. Today, the sun and the moon, although separated by 12-hour intervals to prevent disaster on the earth and because they do not want to see each other, still see each other around 2 to 4 times per year in the solar and lunar eclipses. Every meeting, all they do is fight and argue about the tornado many millions of years ago that wiped out part of the earth. This is why, during solar and lunar eclipses, it is terribly dark. The wind finally accomplished its task of separating the two. It felt happy and content that the sun was alone, and that day and night were now separate times. Maybe one day, the sun and the moon can learn to love each other once more, and be at peace with each other. This would be the day that natural disasters cease to exist, and peace would be restored to the earth.